So in this video we will talk about if the Insta360 ONE X2 has any role to play on a professional film production. But before we jump into it, let's switch from Flight Simulator to this brand new winter sports game that I just got for my PS5. Graphics are absolutely unreal. Let's jump into it. And oh, this episode is sponsored by Storyblocks. Alright, so first you have to select the mountain and the trail. I'm gonna go local up here north from here in Wisconsin. Next you pick your athlete. Here we have Mad P and Daring Advanced Skier. I like the close combo, he must be French. And what's my other option? Regular Joe, that sounds like me. An overconfident amateur snowboarder. Let's go with that fella. Bear with me here as I'm getting used to the controls. Press L1 to change the camera angle. Let's try that. Okay, third person view, that's cool. And another one. Ooh, full side view of the athlete. It's not very useful because you cannot see the track and I don't want to crash. Oh my god, where am I going? Oh, through the bushes. Alright, through the trees. Okay, and there we go. Whoa, that was very close to the tree, but made it through. Oh, second player requesting to join. Okay. Oh, it's
Hey.
Pierre. Hey, didn't know you were playing
Are you
this
ready?
game. How long have you been playing this game?
just about a week. I think I just got it. It's pretty cool.
Okay, all right.
Ready?
Let's go. Let's finish up that run and see who's first.
Okay.
All right. Oh no!
Oh, look at you. What are you doing?
I need to press, I
You're
think,
supposed to be on
L1
the board, not under the
L2 to
board.
get up again. Man, dude, you're so far away. I don't know. Did you take a different turn or like
Yeah.
I'm staying on the blues.
When you turn behind this third
I was
tree,
thinking-
there's a shortcut.
Oh my god, you're just going on the blacks instead.
Jump.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
X, right?
X, yeah. Press
Come on,
X for
higher,
a jump.
higher.
The longer you press, the
Oh,
higher you
okay.
jump.
Did you save the princess?
That's a different game.
No, it's in there.
It's in there. Okay.
Ooh, yes, come on, bro.
Okay, I'm almost
I know
there.
you're
I'm
a little
almost
late.
there.
Okay, ready for the high five?
Okay,
You
yeah.
there?
Yeah, almost. Yeah.
XX, square,
Square,
round, triangle.
right triangle, and yeehaw! Okay,
Oh, yeah.
that was
Woo.
embarrassing, but I gotta say it was fun.
It was fun. Let's do it again. Let's go. You can.
No, sorry.
No?
You know how I'm addicted to video games, but we gotta talk about 360 cameras now. But tomorrow for sure. Okay. So let's have a conversation. Is the Insta360 ONE X2 a legitimate camera for a professional video production? Should you as a filmmaker invest in such camera and what would you get out of it? Let's get right into it. Let's zoom out for a second and talk about 360 in general. I've been working in the advertising industry for the past 9 years and oh boy, about 5 years ago, 360 became the new hottest thing for agencies and brands to flock around and try out something that was never done before. But honestly, more often than not, it was just like a gimmick. There were rarely ideas that were rooted in the 360 canvas and made really use of it. One good example is actually a BMW ad with Gigi Hadid. I will link it in the description below. Go check it out after the video. On the other side, the people, the general population, has not really fully adopted the behaviors and technology necessary for an immersive 360 experience, even if it's as simple just like as looking around on your phone. Eventually it boils down to the added value it provides to filmmakers, brands, developers, and most importantly, consumers and the viewers, you. And I believe Insta360 must have realized it because they made a very savvy move. While their hardware innovation squarely sits in the 360 camera world, what they do on the software side is intended for an output on our traditional plane that we're looking at right now, where we can't look around. Before we answer the big question of this video, let's talk about a few features that made my inner creative smile, but also a couple of downsides you want to be aware of with this camera. First and foremost, it is unbelievably this selfie stick. I mean, it's not the stick itself, but rather what these two 180-degree plus cameras and the software behind it allow you to do. Basically, it makes this stick here disappear and the camera just float in the room and it opens up a butthole of creative possibilities that you as a filmmaker can explore. I mean, it's simply fun. That pretty much sums up the emotions, the feeling that I have when shooting with this camera, and I definitely have only scratched the surface of the creative possibilities and tried out only a fraction of the angles that you can shoot with this camera. Especially if you have a setup with a back pull harness, you just hit record, go about your life, and you have a crazy unique view on your life. As if our lives are not crazy enough already. In fact, that is actually something that Insta360 is promoting, that you just hit record and don't worry about framing your shot. That's stuff that you do actually in post after the fact, that you can decide what direction you want to look in and what you want to put out. But this brings me to the next point. This camera is, I would say, actually a fair alternative to an action cam. The X2 is now waterproof to 33 feet and also fairly robust. So you have to be careful with the lenses that are sticking out, because I already scratched one of them. I found the image stabilization called Flow Stage actually working very well, very similar to GoPro's Hypersmooth. And with the right adapter, you can also use all your GoPro mounts that you already purchased, so you can stick the camera on an airplane. Or if you don't have an airplane, you stick it on a model airplane.
All right, here's our pilot for today.
What's his name?
Lucky. Isn't lucky to still be alive.
He's not asking any questions about flight safety.
He doesn't have much choice. Little gaff tape, perfect, good to go.
Ooh.
All right, here we go.
Ah! Lucky!
Well, that was not good.
Oh wow, it's broken.
Yeah, no way I can gaff tape this.
Shitty rig.
All right, let's see if this works.
It's fine. It's beautiful.
All right, lights, ready?
Turn the lights on. Oh, beautiful. Whee! Beautiful. And it's still recording.
It's still recording. Hey, gaff tape. A+. It almost came undone.
What are your thoughts on 360 cameras in general?
Oh my gosh, they're amazing. You can put them on a half-broken styrofoam glider held together by gaff tape, and I mean, it's still on there. Thumbs up.
As mentioned, this video is sponsored by Storyblocks, and this is our first sponsorship. What a milestone. I'm pretty sure you've heard about Storyblocks' affordable subscription plans for both individual creators but also larger creative teams. What I didn't know until recently is that the library of over 1 million stock assets goes beyond 4K video, images and music, but also has templates for Premiere Pro, After Effects, Apple Motion and green screen footage. And with their unlimited all-access plan, you can download anything in their library royalty-free, which means you can use it for any project, both personal, and this is a big one if you work on a client project, commercial. So check out Storyblocks using the link in the description below. Now let's talk about the downsides, and it's getting dark outside. I needed to adjust the lighting a little bit. Hopefully that's looking quite decent. Well, the first thing is that this camera is clearly a consumer camera, so it gives you a decent image, but in terms of its color depth, its dynamic range, and the details, it's not perfect. This camera, or better said, these two cameras combined are 5.7K, and this sounds like a lot at first, but these 5.7K pixels are spread across the entire 360 canvas. So once you reframe your shot, you see the resolution dropping really fast. So with the image quality and the resolution, it would not work for my commercial projects, because if you see it next to professional cinema cameras, the footage of this camera would stick out. So if that is a factor for you too, you can look into their professional lineup with the Insta360 Pro 2, which is an 8K module spread around 6 cameras. If you want me to test the Pro 2, let me know down in the comments below. Maybe we can make it happen, who knows? Another challenge that you have to keep in mind with 360 footage is the post workflow. Well, let me say first that actually editing in the Insta360 app is quite great. Actually, like it enables you to compile your clips of your recent adventure and just share it out immediately on social media. And it has even like a deep track function, which allows you just to track objects within your photo in your 360 canvas and just focus on that. So thumbs up for that. Though if you go into post, you're encountering a whole new set of hurdles, and the biggest one is possibly the proprietary file format, which basically can only be edited in their Insta360 Studio software, but also now in Premiere Pro. To get it into Final Cut Pro 10 though, you have to first transcode the files to MP4 in the Insta360 software, and oh boy, it takes just too long. It's just, I mean, if you're in a rush, don't even bother. I had my clips convert basically overnight, and it took possibly like 8 hours for like an output of 90 gigabytes or so. Now, should you as a filmmaker get this camera? If you intend to use the footage on client work, I would definitely say no, unless you are doing standalone 360 photos or videos in the realm of real estate filmmaking. Then maybe it's a nice extra you can have and offer your clients. However, I think you as a filmmaker will be definitely creatively inspired and challenged by using this camera. So if you want to dabble into this space, I think $429 might be an interesting investment for you and worth the buck if you want to expand your horizon a little bit and try out this technology and the opportunities it opens up. I personally will likely integrate it into my workflow for my YouTube videos as a BTS camera, so that I can just film and like rejigger after the fact, and also maybe as an alternative to an action camera when I'm like out and about biking, traveling, whatever. Might be nice to have around, and let's see if it replaces my GoPro. Who knows? I hope you enjoyed this little video, especially our intro sequence. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Also, we have an awesome collab or bunch of collabs coming, as well as more gear reviews. So if you haven't done so already, subscribe, it's free. Hit that notification bell. Also, I have my first travel coming up in July once I'm vaccinated. And if you want to guess where I'm going, comment below. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Have a good morning, have a good night, whenever and wherever you are around this beautiful planet. Bye-bye. Oh, request for a second player. Okay, accept.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, you going for a jump again?
No, I'm trying to fight with a squirrel. It's trying to blind my vision.
Where's
Press triangle and center.